And to kick off our meeting, I'm going to turn it over to Mike Walker, who is our Sergeant of Arms.
Well, hello.
Hello.
So who will start off? I'm just going to do them in the order that they're on my screen, and which means Zane, you're first. Zane, you have anything you want to brag about?
Could you come back to me?
Yeah, we just doing brag bucks, and I don't know how we get our money in. I can. I don't know if you have an address to mail your bucks in, but Zane,
I bet Zane and Bianca could help you find a way to get that money instantly.
Yeah, we have
to Venmo.
Yeah, don't we have a credit card? I know when people buy funnel cakes and use credit cards, so surely we get Glenn to figure that out.
All right.
Anyway, Zane, you've got the floor if you have some brag bucks.
Fred.
I don't have any brag bucks to give right now, but I will brag that I'm joining today as a member. So that's good.
We're glad to have you.
Here, here.
Why don't you brag about that shirt you got? It says scholarship something.
Oh, this is just a shirt from like middle school for like National Junior Honor Society.
Okay. How about you, Bianca?
So I have two brags. One, my grandma turned 94 yesterday, and she's still living at home on her own. So I'm going in and checking on her here and there. And the second one is my sister got out of the hospital yesterday. She had somehow gotten some kind of infection in her hip from like a bug bite, and it was eating her hip cartilage. If she didn't have emergency surgery, she would have had to get a hip replacement within the next year.
Wow.
So she's finally home after like a week in the hospital.
But they don't know what kind of bug it was or anything?
No, my theory is maybe it was something on her skin and she scratched her skin and it got somehow dug in. So
How old is your sister?
She just turned 21.
Oh, wow. Happy 21st birthday.
All right. Thanks, Bianca. We got the Thorntons up. The Thorntons are up, so we get two for $1, or do you have two brags $1 a piece? How do you want to do that today?
We'll get back with you. Put it on our tab. How about that? So I got a weird brag. So the other day I was in the house and Glenn's like, come outside, come take a look. Come look at the sun. And we went outside. This was like at 7 p.m. and we looked east. The sky was light in the east.
And not in the west.
At 7 p.m. and it was dark in the west at 7 p.m., 7 or 8 p.m.
Wow.
And so we watched it I think it was that Sahara thing, the second wave of that Sahara thing. And I guess the dust was just right and the sun was reflecting whatever, but it was really bizarre. We watched it for like 15 minutes and then it kind of shifted and went back the other way.
Now, would you classify it as a brag buck or is it an educational?
It was educational. And what did you say, Benton?
So if this was at 7, you were in 2 hours into happy hour at that point. Is that right?
Uh-oh. Well, that's my brag.
And it just kept getting lighter and lighter and lighter.
Okay, Glenn, do you have a brag?
Really just this weather has been amazing.
Yeah.
July, and the high is going to be in the 80s, and it's like we had some rain. It's like that's great.
Oh, I do have to brag. Real quick, our 5 inductees today. Got to brag on them. We're really excited.
Okay, Benton, you got a brag?
Yeah, we're taking some time off in Southern Oregon, and my wife's home.
Ooh.
It's beautiful.
Is that where you are now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Look at those trees.
I don't know if you can see, but we're on a.
Oh, wow.
There's the world famous Salmon River.
Wow.
We got married in the backyard here years ago.
Wow.
So that's the Columbia?
No, the Rogue, which is aptly named. And a lot of rogues live on this river.
Hey, Mr. Biemerdorfer, do you have a brag?
Yeah, I was tickled because the fireworks were just about right out our back door. We were watching it and all of a sudden it just stopped. And we didn't know that there was a malfunction of one of the canisters that set the place on fire, but it was great until then, you know, and we kind of thought, well, what happened to the finale? But anyway, I was kind of concerned about that because when I went north on Jupiter during the day, I could see where they had maybe harvested the wheat and there was a bunch of stubble still up. And I thought, I sure hope that didn't get caught on fire because anyway, fortunately nobody got hurt, but I think it brought everything to an abrupt halt. Anyway, it was great having it up there at that elevation because you can't see anything from the point down low.
Okay, hey, Clarence, you're up next.
Well, just enjoying keeping up with the kids and grandkids and helping out where we can and eating all the good vegetables Margaret cooks that I bring in from the garden. And so we're hibernating this season. And that's just good news.
Joy, do you have any brags?
I do. My daughter, I think I told y'all last week that my daughter had started the Forge, which was we were told 3-day, 2-night. It ended up being a 4-day, 3-night field excursion. And she died. And I found a picture of her being fireman carried, and I recognized her by her backside. I sent the picture to my family and I'm like, I would recognize that booty anywhere. And they all picked on me, but it was her. But she passed and she graduates Army basic training on Thursday morning. So I'm super, super proud.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Okay, Randall, you got any brags? I think your microphone is muted. There you go.
There we go. Yeah, I guess my one brag is I'm going to follow Zane's example and say that I'm joining this illustrious club. And I guess the other one's going to be, and it's a small one, I finally got my yard weed free. So it's something small. I know it's small, but it's the big thing for me. I've been trying. So those are my brags.
That's a good brag.
That is not small. That is huge.
How about you, Lisa? You got a brag?
Yes, I do. I finished my last infusion yesterday.
Oh, that's exciting.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll never have to do that ever again.
Been a long process, right?
It's been a year. Yeah. So it has been a long process, but yeah, I'm feeling really good and very grateful that I'm feeling good. So
that's exciting.
And thank you, Mike.
Oh, you're welcome.
For saving my life. You know, just a minor thing.
That's what you do for best friends.
That's right.
Laura, do you have a brag?
Yes, I do. Our oldest daughter, she bought a car and now she's driving and independent, and she's got a job. Well, it's been delayed, but she has a job. It'll start, I think, August 1st. So we're getting her taken care of and independent. So we're excited about that. Don't have to drive her everywhere. And she can drive our younger daughter too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What model of Mercedes did you get her?
Trust me, it's nothing like that. She wishes. She wishes.
Most of us, when we were young, were lucky it even ran. Hey, Alex, I got you next on the screen here. Do you have a brag?
Well, I'll add on to what Laura said. I think what I brag is that my daughter, she paid half of her vehicle. And so basically we matched what she raised up. So it limited her Mercedes options, especially given that she hasn't been able to work in the last 4 months. So, but I'm really proud of her for doing it. She loves her car. She loves her freedom. And I think it's been I don't know when she got the car, but so far no accidents. So that's the big brag.
July 3rd.
July 3rd.
That's car.
4 days, no accident. Every day is a new prayer.
Thanks, Alex. Okay, Mr. Frankelfield. Jim, what you got? You're muted, Jim. Jim, you're muted. Can anybody read lips? Hey, Jim. Hey, Jim, can you hear me? You got it on mute.
He does this every meeting.
Yeah, somebody go.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Your grandkids to show you how to operate that deal.
Yeah, I know. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, I'll brag about the month of July. It's great to have some rain and not hit 100 yet, but shortly we'll be there. But it's nice to enjoy right now. So stay outside is wonderful.
Good golfing weather, I'm thinking.
Absolutely. Playing tomorrow.
I played today.
Oh, great. You must have got it up about 5.
He's a scratch
Yeah,
golfer.
we teed off pretty early. Yeah, I think we woke up some roosters is what we did.
Well, one man's happiness is not necessarily another man's happiness. I'm not happy that it didn't break 100 in June.
Oh, spoken like an air conditioning heating guy. Well, Steve, do you have a brag?
Yeah, we had an awesome 4th of July with all of our kids at the lake house with their kids. It was a great celebration, and just got a chance to spend time with family and the grandkids. Can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, that's right. I've got a little brag for the last 3 weekends. My youngest son and his 2 kids have kind of spent the weekend with us, and that's been super. Nothing better than grandkids. Plus, having your son there to help with some of the chores around the house is real nice. He picks up the heavy stuff. Okay, Julia, you have a brag maybe?
Yes, I do. So I want to brag about my brother who recently started a volunteer. Oh, sorry. So I want to brag about my brother. Can you hear me?
Turn your volume up more.
What?
Turn your volume up more.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Okay, here. Is this a little better? I don't know.
It's fine.
Okay. Well, I want to brag about my brother who recently started a volunteering opportunity to teach refugee kids English.
That's pretty neat. Thanks, Julia. Okay, Vivi, you have a brag?
Yes, so last Saturday, it was 4th of July, and if, like some of you that were at our installation, I mentioned this Facebook group called Rotaract Couch. And so I was like awake at like 3 a.m. for some reason, and I noticed like people were tagging me, like someone was needing some person in Dallas. And the next day I found out that there was a Rotaractor that had a layover at DFW, and he got like delayed at immigration, so he missed his next flight. And I was able to contact him, and so we spent the whole day with him, like the 4th of July. It was completely unexpected. So it was actually funny because he told me I just came out to a restaurant, and so I thought the restaurant was by the airport. And we just got in the car with my husband, my brother, and a cousin, and we just like went there to pick him up. And we were, like about like at the distance where the airport is, and it said like 27 more minutes, and we're like, what? Where is this guy? He was like in Fort Worth, like he didn't know, so he just like went the other way. But anyways, we got an unexpected like little road trip, and we were able to spend the day with him, take him back to the airport. And so that's a cool story about Rotaract. I mentioned sometimes that happens, and I don't know why, but this airport always has like a lot of people being stuck there or missing their flights. So I was able to help. That's my brag.
Okay, great. Hey, I think we've got 1 minute left. I've got a member minute. I get to pick and ask somebody a question that might just embarrass the heck out of them. And I'm looking at Glenn. Hey, Glenn, tell us what town you were born in.
What town I was born in? Killeen, Texas.
Killeen, Texas. Now,
I was born on Fort Hood. I was born on Fort Hood Army Base.
Fort Hood, okay. Now, you had a hobby or I don't know if you made a living doing it, but you used to do something in a rodeo. Tell everybody what that was. Now, picture Glenn. Glenn, what did you used to do to make money doing it?
I rode bulls.
Bull rider.
Bull rider.
Now you understand why he seems to daze off every now and then.
That's right. That's right.
Anyway,
I actually got smarter later on.
What?
I got smart a little bit later on and hit my head a few times. I'm like, okay, I'll stop that.
All right, well, thanks. Back to you, Mr. President.
So Glenn, did they fire you and force you to go to TI?
That was way before TI.
That's awesome. I hope you have some pictures to show us sometime.
I do have a couple.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Mike. I want to give a couple thanks before we start our club business. First, I want to thank Zane. This is Zane's formal meeting as our technical liaison. So he's running a lot of the Zoom, Facebook Live technical aspects, and I really appreciate it because it cuts my multitasking down in half. So thank you, Zane. And I also want to thank Mike. This is Mike's inaugural for my year meeting as our illustrious Sergeant of Arms. He's done it many times before as well as past president, but he's doing it for me. So I feel honored that Mike is going to help out the club in this role. And so thank you to both of you. Well, what I want to do is do what we all have been waiting for. Our club, we do such great things and we want to do more great things. And to do that, we need more great members. And we have been honored to have 5 people apply, get elected by our club members to join our club. And I get the great honor of inducting each one of them this morning. And just to tell you how big this is, I mean, our club, we're at 21 members. We're going to 26. You're talking about, we've got all these former engineers. What kind of percent increase is that? Come on,
Huge.
It's huge. See, spoken from a retired engineer.
Almost 25%.
25% increase. You guys are awesome. So what I'm going to do is introduce and then do a formal, good point. Thank you very much. Somebody just brought me up to speed. Before we do the induction, I was so excited about this, I forgot the most important part about our meeting. First, I want to open it up. We are now officially opening, and I am going to ask Clarence to lead us in prayer to start it off.
If we could bow our heads, we ask a blessing on our Rotary members and families here and around the world who work to help others and improve our world. Be with and protect those on the front lines of defense, our military, first responders, and the brave medical people who are trying their best to save lives throughout our country and the world during this time of pandemic. Strengthen our faith, our trust in Thee. Guide us along the paths of righteousness. Let us practice our 4-way test, and let us remember, know ye the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Amen.
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 Thank you, Clarence. Now I'd ask Lisa to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Here we go. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I see Mike's shirt.
So thank you, Mike, and thank you, Thorntons, for giving us 2 flags that we can look on both sides of the room, or both sides of our screen. So hopefully somebody will come up with another flag so we can have 3. Thank you very much. And I do want to thank, we do this as a team, and this was a perfect example. I get so excited about some of the points in our meeting, I forget the agenda that I put together. And so somebody reminded me right then. So thank you very much, because we definitely need to start off in prayer and pledge of allegiance to our great nation. Now I'm going to go back and we are going to do our inductions. So unless I have any more reminders or something else I forgot, I'm going to announce our 5 new members that we elected last week. And I'm doing this in alphabetical order, so it's no order except for by way of their last name. So first we have Joy Hinkleman, we have Laura Johnson, Zane Carlson, Randall Livingston, and Bianca Weimer. And I thank all 5 of them for joining our club. But what I want to do now is a formal induction process. And so what I'm going to do is for each person, I'm going to do a separate induction. Yes, because I think it's important that each one of you are separately inducted. And I'm also going to virtually give you your Rotary pin, which will be delivered to you today, most likely. And then your Rotary badge, of which will be delivered to the club. So when we meet, it'll be there waiting for you. So first I'd like to start off with Joy Hinkleman. And maybe if Zane could highlight her. Joy Hinkleman. Michelle and Glenn Thornton proposed you for membership and the club has elected you. Therefore, it is my pleasure to induct you into the Rotary Club of Plano West. I understand you are aware of Rotary requirements and will follow them. You have offered your services to assist your fellow Rotarians in their community and international projects. As you know, Rotary is a service club, each member performing what Rotary terms as service above self. Besides service, you will have the benefit of powerful bonds of friendship with fellow Rotarians locally and worldwide. I especially commend to your attention the object of Rotary and the 4-way test, which form the criteria for Rotarians in their daily lives. When you travel, you have the special opportunity to attend Rotary meetings and meet Rotarians throughout the world. This is another rewarding benefit of your membership. And now, by the power vested in me as president of the Rotary Club of Plano West, I pin this Rotary emblem on you. There we go. And I declare you to be an active member of this Rotary Club. Welcome to Rotary. We all look forward to the enrichment of our lives and your own by your association with the world's oldest, largest, and finest service organization, Rotary International. Everybody, give it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited.
And thank you. Next, welcome. Laura Johnson. Alex Johnson proposed you for membership and the club has elected you. Therefore, it is my pleasure to induct you into the Rotary Club of Plano West. I understand you are aware of the Rotary requirements and will follow them. You have offered your services to assist your fellow Rotarians in their community and international projects. As you know, Rotary is a service club, each member performing what Rotary terms as service above self. Besides service, you'll have the benefit of powerful bonds of friendship with fellow Rotarians locally and worldwide. I especially commend to your attention the object of Rotary and the 4-way test, which form the criteria for Rotarians in their daily lives. When you travel, you will have a special opportunity to attend Rotary meetings and meet Rotarians throughout the world. This is another rewarding benefit of your membership. And now, by the power invested in me as president of the Rotary Club of Plano West, I pin this Rotary emblem on you and declare you to be an active member of this Rotary Club. Welcome to Rotary. We all look forward to the enrichment of our lives and your own, and by your association in the world's oldest, largest, and finest service organization, Rotary International. Everybody, welcome her.
Alex, couldn't you have just walked into the other room and pinned it on her?
She's upstairs.
Yeah.
You guys want me to disappear for a few minutes? So, Zane Carlson, Alex Johnson proposed you for membership, and the club has elected you. Therefore, it is my pleasure to induct you into the Rotary Club of Plano West. I understand you are aware of Rotary requirements and will follow them. You have offered your services to assist your fellow Rotarians in their community and international projects. As you know, Rotary is a service club, each member performing what Rotary terms as service above self. Besides service, you will have the benefit of powerful bonds of friendship with fellow Rotarians locally and worldwide. I especially commend to you the attention to the object of Rotary and the four-way test, which form the criteria for Rotarians in their daily lives. When you travel, you have the special opportunity to attend Rotary meetings and meet Rotarians throughout the world. This is another rewarding benefit of your membership. And now, by the power vested in me as president of Rotary Club of Plano West, I pin this Rotary emblem on you and declare you to be an active member of this Rotary Club. Welcome to Rotary. We all look forward to the enrichment of our lives and your own by your association in the world's oldest, largest, and finest service organization, Rotary International. This is exciting. I hope we do this many like every week. That would be awesome. Randall Livingston, Alex Johnson proposed you for membership and the club has elected you. Therefore, it is my pleasure to induct you into the Rotary Club of Plano West. I understand you are aware of Rotary requirements and will follow them. You have offered your services to assist your fellow Rotarians in their community and international projects. We are blessed that you have already been a member of a previous Rotary Club. So this isn't a new game for you. So we're looking forward to learn from you as we grow. As you know, Rotary is a service club, each member performing Rotary terms as service above self. Besides service, you will have the benefit of powerful bonds of friendship with fellow Rotarians locally and worldwide. I'm especially commend to your attention the object of Rotary and the four-way test, which form the criteria for Rotarians in their daily lives. When you travel, you'll have a special opportunity to attend Rotary meetings and meet Rotarians throughout the world. This is another rewarding benefit of your membership. And now, by the power vested in me as president of the Rotary Club of Plano West, I pin this Rotary emblem on you and declare you to be an active member of this Rotary Club. Welcome to Rotary. We all look forward to the enrichment of our lives and your own by your association in the world's oldest, largest, and finest service organization, Rotary International. And last and not least, Bianca Weimer. Alex Johnson proposed you for membership and the club has elected you. Therefore, it is my pleasure to induct you into the Rotary Club of Plano West. I understand you are aware of the Rotary requirements and will follow them. You have offered your services to assist your fellow Rotarians in their community and international projects. As you know, Rotary is a service club, each member performing what Rotary terms as service above self. Besides service, you will have the benefit of powerful bonds of friendship with fellow Rotarians, locally and worldwide. I especially commend to your attention the object of Rotary and the four-way test, which form the criteria for Rotarians in their daily lives. When you travel, you have the special opportunity to attend Rotary meetings and meet Rotarians throughout the world. This is another rewarding benefit of your membership. And now, by the power vested in me as president of the Rotary Club of Plano West, I pin this Rotary emblem on you and declare you an active member of this Rotary Club. Welcome to Rotary. We all look forward to the enrichment of our lives and your own by your own association with the world's oldest, largest, and finest service organization, Rotary International. I really welcome everybody, and I thank this club for electing them. I did feel it was important for each one of them to get their own induction because this is a lifelong relationship. I always tell everybody, Rotary is for life. I mean, we serve and we bond and we fellowship, and we are so happy to have the 5 of you in our club. Zane Carlson has already stepped up to be our membership chair, and Zane is actually also our Young Adult Initiative Director, and he and Bianca presented that last week. Zane is also our Plano Community Rotaract liaison. And Zane will be mentored by our member Kent Stone. They both have a strong interest in technology. So I want to thank Kent for agreeing to mentor Zane. Joy Hinkleman is already involved in our scholarship committee, and her Joy and her staff, they're going to head up what we have a senior committee to look for opportunities to support the seniors in our community. As well as sponsoring Joy, Glenn and Michelle Thornton have agreed to be Joy's mentor, to show her the ropes in the club. So I want to thank the Thorntons for agreeing to mentor her, and I look forward to Joy being further integrated in our club. Laura Johnson, yes, she's my wife. Just so you guys know, we don't do the husband-wife things, we do things together. So we treat each other like anybody else. And so I'll refer to her as Laura Johnson as any other member. But Laura, she has agreed to join our club. She's obviously been aware of Rotary for 17 years. That's how long I've been in Rotary. And she's volunteered. She's a junior leaguer crew. She's done a lot of volunteering on her own side. But she joined our club specifically because she has a passion for the Douglas community. So Laura has agreed to be our club liaison for our Rotary Community Corps of Plano Douglas community. And Fred Biemendorfer has agreed to be Laura's mentor to help show her the ropes, because she needs a much better view of Rotary than me. So thank you, Fred, for agreeing to work with Laura, showing her the ropes and helping her succeed in Rotary. We have Randall Livingston. Randall, he was previously in the DeSoto Rotary Club when he was the economic development head for the city of DeSoto in the past. So he has experience in Rotary. Now, Randall's passion is service. And he's been serving with us for a year now. He was multiple sessions at the Balloon Festival, highway cleanup, and other things. And that's why he joined our Rotary Club. Randall's also agreed to be involved in our member recognition initiatives that Tom Posey is heading up. And Randall he's in real estate, but he's involved in the air conditioning business. And so it makes sense that Steve Lawton, our great member, past president, and our program chair this year, has agreed to be Randall's mentor. They've already had interactions and will help Randall understand Rotary from a Plano West point of view and get involved in what we do. And once again, last but not least, man, Bianca, I'm sorry, that W, you must be used to that. We need to do first names, so B first. But Bianca Weimer. Bianca comes to us with, like Zane, a Rilarian background, an interactive background, and Bianca has stepped up before she even joined our club to be our public image chair. Bianca has already been active. If you guys take a look at our new website, it's completely redone. Bianca's been very active in that. We have a social media campaign we're working on. She's getting testimonials because, why we join Rotary is why other people want to join Rotary. So we're going to let them know. So Bianca is already involved, and she's also agreed to be our Plano Senior High School Rotarian advisor. And she's sharing that with Carolyn Mobius from the Plano Rotary Club. And so once again, we have our new members stepping up, being involved. And I want to thank Lisa Leach. Lisa has agreed to be Bianca's mentor. They have a lot in common. Bianca's pursuing marketing in college. She's handling our public image. Lisa's got a long background in marketing from both corporate America and more especially from being an entrepreneur. If you don't know marketing when you're in your own business, you're kind of doomed. And so I really appreciate Lisa embracing Bianca as her mentor and helping guide her as she gets to know Rotary from a different level. So thank you for everybody being part of our induction ceremony, and thank you for the new members. A couple things I want to cover real quick, then I'm going to turn it over to Glenn, who has something very important to talk about, is We have a service project that's going to be closing down soon. It's donating school supplies for the Douglas community. We are partnering with Plano ISD. So you've seen the link. I know a lot of you have the link. And if you could donate, that's great. But what we really need you to do is forward it to your friends and family, because the power of this club isn't only the members, it's our network outside. All of our service projects, it's more than our members participating. So forward that link to people you know, whether it's social media, text message, or so on. So if they want to help in Plano, this is a time for them to help now. And they could do it online. Amazon, there's an Amazon list, click, 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 and drop ship it right at the PISD Education Foundation address. So do that. And next, we jumped on, especially the Thorntons, we have a volunteer opportunity for the blood drives. And John Costas, who I'm not sure if he's on, he's our chair for that. Glenn and Michelle, we found about it yesterday morning and they jumped on it. That's how awesome they are. That's how awesome our club is. So we immediately, what this is you're not giving blood, you're volunteering at the booth to greet the people that are giving blood. Everything's in a socially safe way. You can look at our website or Facebook for details on it, or contact John, which is information's on there. So we have other service projects. I encourage you to look at our website. There's buttons, click it. We have a number of service projects, but those are the two immediate ones this week that we wanted to look at. So with that, I want to turn it over to a very important part of our meeting and a very important part of our club, Glenn Thornton. I'm going to let Glenn share with us some important information.
How much time do I have, Alex?
You've got 2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay. So Joy, Kent, Clarence, Alex, and myself are kind of putting our heads together about the foundation. And I wanted to just say a couple of things for what I think about the Rotary Foundation. I know people have their own thoughts and know some, and I'll continue to learn. But the foundation is the engine that runs all of Rotary. You know, Alex has been showing how, of course, we have our polio initiative. We have our 6 areas of focus that Rotary does. All of that is made possible because of contributions to the foundation. But what I wanted to talk about a little bit today, in my 1 minute left, is it impacts all the way down to the club level. Since our club gives to the foundation, some of you may know, some of you may not, but the last few years, we have been able to get matching funds back from the district of about $3,500 a year, just because we give to the foundation. And so for RILA students that we sponsor, for the scholarships that we give out, we go ahead and submit those, turn in our money for that. And then we have paperwork that Michelle and Lisa and others have done. And then we turn in that paperwork, and basically the district turns around and matches that for up to $3,500. And so that's free money. That's good stuff right there. And so that's just one example of the foundation. And the district also benefits. I think I heard Owen say $100,000 in district grants went out this year. That's all through the foundation. So there's more coming on the foundation, but I just want to give you a little bit about how it impacts even our club. How'd I do?
You did awesome. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you very much. Excellent. What I'm going to go now is talk about what we're going to do this year. I call this Vision 2020. So I'm going to go ahead and Zane, you have disabled my sharing ability. How did that happen? Zane.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
You turned me off.
I think it's because you put me on the host.
You can select.
All right, can you try again?
Yeah, perfect. Good deal.
Yeah.
So I'm sharing with you a screen that everybody sees, and what I'm going to start talking about our vision for the year. 2030 100. That's what I want us to think about. 2030 100. You're wondering, what does that mean? Well, Two 3100. That's what I wrote. Think what I wrote, not what I said. Two 3100. Two represents at least 2 service projects a month. That's what we're doing as a club. 30 represents our goal for membership. Are these not slight? These aren't changing, are they? There we go. 30 represents 30 members. We're currently at 26. I think it's very easy for us to achieve 30 members as a club. 100 is 100 Paul Harris Fellows. This is probably the most challenging goal for the club, but if you don't have a goal, if you don't shoot high, you can't at least fall to the earth. So we're going to shoot high for 100% Paul Harris. Now, a number of people, they don't know what this stuff means. So I'm going to kind of cover how we're going to accomplish our goals of 2, 30, and 100. Our focus for our year is going to be service, membership, and the foundation. Service above self is the motto of Rotary, and that is what our club does the best. Membership is how we accomplish that service. Not necessarily that every member does every service project, it's that every member gets somebody they know involved in a service project, because our club is powerful and engaged in the community, which is exactly what Rotary is about. And then the foundation, like Glenn just talked about, the foundation gives us our ability of doing things locally and internationally. And that's how we're eliminating polio. So this is kind of an eye chart. So I just kind of wanted to give everybody the ability of seeing everything together. These are some of the service initiatives that we're already working on as a club. We have planned monthly service projects, meaning planned in advance. If you look at our website, we have our website, PlanoWestRotary.com. It's been redone, updated. We have a special service project page, easy to get to. You will see service projects through the end of the year already planned. We actually have 16 service projects on the books, on the schedule, so for our members to participate. Now, that doesn't mean everybody needs to do every service project. That's not realistic. I'm not going to be able to do every service project. But what that means is our club is making available 16 service projects through December. And in a COVID environment, they're all COVID safe. And what's more important, once again, our club will engage the community, our friends, our families, our associates. We want people to serve with us. The more people that serve with us, the more difference, the bigger difference we can make in the community. And that's what Rotary is about. Now, one of the ways we're achieving all these service projects is because we're pursuing member passions. We're not just pulling things out of the air. We're doing things that our members want to do. As I mentioned, Joy, she obviously has a passion for seniors. That's her job. That's what she does, and she cares about them. Well, she just joined our club. We have partnered with the Wellness Center of Older Adults, of which Joy is the executive director. Plano West Rotary has partnered with them for 36 years. So our club has always been involved in seniors. Well, now Joy's going to find, and her team are going to find other opportunities for us to do. The homeless. Our club has been involved in the homeless for a number of years now. Specifically, we make sandwiches on a quarterly basis, and we partner with other nonprofits to distribute them. We even did it during COVID. A lot of us made sandwiches at home and dropped it off at the Thorntons. Well, we have a member of our RCC, James Thomas, who is actually, a lot of people know him. He's a head of homeless and foster care for Plano ISD. He's on every nonprofit organization board that has to do with homeless in the county. He has agreed to help identify other homeless opportunities for us to be involved in. This is stuff our club's already doing. Then we have the Douglas community. The Douglas community kind of sounds like it's something new, but as I talk to the members, our veteran members of our club, at least 60, 70% of our club, Plano West Rotary, have already done projects in the Douglas community. And they just never did it through Rotary. Well, now we as a Rotary club, We have been chartered by Rotary International to sponsor a Rotary Community Corps of the Plano Douglas community. And what that is it's like chartering a Rotaract Club or Interact Club, but it's chartering a community whose sole job is community development, to improve their community, to be self-sustaining. And this is something, there's 11,000 of them in the world. We are the first and only RCC, Rotary Community Corps, in District 5810. Super, super powerful. And Rotary International is very excited. They've contacted me multiple times to support us, to know what we're doing. Well, Laura Johnson, that's why she joined our Rotary Club, because she has a passion for the Douglas community, and she has agreed to head that up, which is fantastic. Then we have adoption. Adoption, we have been putting on a phenomenal adoption awareness fair for, wish we could have said 3 years, but we couldn't do it this year, but for 2 years, and we will continue doing it. It is what I consider our signature service project. When I say that, it's the biggest, the biggest pure service that we're doing. And it's something that we have a number of members that are really passionate about it. Well, Michelle and Glenn Thornton have agreed, and they have been running that. Well, we're going to continue focusing on that. And we're going to look for other opportunities to support the adoption community. With James Thomas, who's responsible for foster care at PISD, that's going to give us more insight into that area that we're going to be able to have focus. And then the other area is the youth. Fred Beemendorfer has been heading up our youth initiatives for years and has done a phenomenal job. Honestly, it's one of the reasons I joined this Rotary Club, because focus on the youth is something that has been important to me for all my time in Rotary. Well, our club, we sponsor the only active Rotaract Club in the Rotary District, in Rotary District 5810. That's the Plano Community Rotaract Club. And now we sponsor 2 Interact Clubs, the Clark High School Interact Club, the Plano Senior High School Interact Club. That gives us an amazing opportunity to, one, engage with the youth, where we're basically building our future. They're going to be future Rotarians. And then 2, to participate in their service projects, because they're their own organizations that are having their own service projects, and they're going to serve with us. And so these are all the areas that we're identifying our initiatives for these service projects. This is stuff we're already doing. We're just kind of formalizing it, kind of raising the bar. We're looking for 2 a month. Just so you know, last year and the year before, we did 17 service projects in both years. So that's basically 1.5 service projects a year without even trying, just being an amazing club. So now we're going to try to hit 2. I think we could do it. We're already on target to do that. And more importantly, to make an impact in our community. That's what this is all about. Then this other aspect, we sponsor 4 Rotary organizations. Already mentioned the Rotary Community Corps of Plano Douglas Community, the Plano Community Rotaract Club, and the Plano Senior High School Interact Club, and the Clark High School Interact Club. Put all this together, we have a service-focused club. If we do nothing but serve the community, we all know we don't have the Plano Balloon Festival. That's 21,000 that we don't have. If we don't give out any money, we're going to be doing at least 24 service projects. That's what makes a difference in the community. It's easy to write checks. We're still going to ask for people to write checks, and we're still going to try to donate if we can, but we're going to lead with service. And that's why these 5 people joined our club. Not because we wrote big checks to nonprofits, it's because they want to serve the community with us. So we're going to continue to lead with that, because we're already doing it. Now, part of that leading with service is building our membership. And a big part of our membership is retention. You know, getting new members doesn't do any good if we don't keep new members. We keep all of our members. So we have a number of initiatives we're going to do. And I'm going to kind of go through them to save time, but we're videoing our meetings. So right now we have it in Zoom. They're being streamed to Facebook Live, which stores them. we have them uploaded to YouTube. If you look at those channels right now, you can see our meetings. That allows our members to participate in our meetings no matter where they're at. And we're going to continue that once we start meeting together in person. So they can either watch a meeting that's recorded or participate from their car, from another city, from wherever they at. Because if we have good meetings, people will want to attend. The onus is on us to give them a reason to want to attend, not to force them to attend. So that's what we're going to do. Steve Lawton's our program chair. He is bringing in programs, guest speakers that people are going to want to listen to. And that's exciting. Recognition, as I mentioned, we've got an area of recognition, Tom Posey. He has a team put together, and they're going to be picking a different member every month, a different member. So right now at 26, you have about a 48% chance of getting it. That's 12 months. And that's going to be somebody who's contributed to the club, whether it's a lot of activity or service projects or club service, or just engaging the things that are important. Tom and his team are going to be looking for that. We're also looking at recognizing members for involvement with foundation points. And that's something that we're discussing in the foundation committee. Now, the last part, but not the least part, is socializing. Lisa Leach has agreed to be, I can't remember what, did we say event coordinator or social party chair? Either one. She is going to be coordinating these activities.
Social chair, maybe?
Social chair, there we go. Extraordinary. So whether it's Zoom or outside of Zoom, and obviously we're only going to do live events when it's safe. But we have planned a Halloween party. We're partnering with North Texas Pioneers Rotary. We have our Christmas party. We have our anniversary party. By the way, we turned 41 on January 29th of 2021. So we're almost 41 years as a Rotary Club. We will have a party for that. And then we have a Valentine's Mardi Gras party. We're going to partner with Plano East Rotary. It's already been agreed. These are already on the calendar. And then we're going to have a Cinco de Mayo party. And we've already have an arrangement. We're going to party with Plano Sunwise Rotary. So the point of this is we want to socialize. We want to fellowship. All of our members that have been in Rotaries stated the reason they joined Rotary is for the service. The reason they remain in Rotary is the service and fellowship. So even with this COVID environment and Zooming and phone calls, we're going to engage each other. That's what our brag session is. That's 15 minutes of us fellowshipping every meeting. That's 25% of the meeting. I feel that's really important because that's why we remain in Rotary, for the bonds of friendship. And last but not least, we're going to start having a monthly, actually we're changing it, monthly happy hour or social hour. And during the COVID environment, we're going to do it from the safety of your own home. If you don't drink alcohol, don't. Have, water or some whatever kind of drink. And those that do drink alcohol, they're allowed. Once a month, Lisa's going to coordinate that. And it's going to be via Zoom from now. And you'll get more information and we'll put it on the calendar. Those are all the different ways we're doing for member retention, because we want everybody on this call and those that couldn't attend, we want you to remain. We want you to help us change the world. And we need you to be part of Rotary. Now, let's talk about some of the new things. We already talked about recruiting through service, 2 service projects a month. Well, when people serve with us, hopefully they're going to want to, fellowship with us and join us. It's not even a hard sell. These 5 people here, they volunteered with us previously. And so now they're joining us. And so that's what we're going to need to continue to do. We do a lot of service. We invite a lot of non-Rotarians to serve with us, and they'll join with us. We're also going after the young adults. Last week, we had Bianca and Zane present on the Young Adult Initiative. Zane's going to be the Young Adult Initiative Director. We're going to be focusing on 35 and under. We need more Bianca and Zanes. Then digital marketing. We've expanded. Like I said, go to our website. I would like everybody to look at the website. This website is to bring in new members. That's the purpose of it. You can still go and look at the meetings to see when our events are. Under About, there's a section that does what we do. That's where we're going to show pictures of what we've done in the past. That's great. But the beginning of the website is we want people to be like us and serve the community. We also have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, a Twitter page, and a YouTube page. We are working on the LinkedIn page. And so what we're trying to do is expose ourselves to the community, bring them in to our club to service with us. Well, this is going to help from a demographic standpoint because we're marketing to the Plano community. From a younger standpoint, a lot of the younger people are into social media, but I can tell you majority of people in our club are on Facebook. That's like the old person's social media. And so we're going to focus on that. Now, with that said, I need everybody on this call and those that are listening to this call right now to go to our Facebook page and like it. If you haven't already, like it. And then I would like to invite all your Facebook friends to like it as well. The bigger audience we have, the better we show up on the feeds. It makes people think that we're an exciting Rotary Club, that we are. We just have to let them know it. And so like the Facebook page and invite your friends to like the Facebook page. And that's a good way for them to join us as well. When they see what we're doing, they're going to say, wow, I didn't know Rotary was doing all that. Last but not least, I'm having to speed up because we're running out of time and we all know I end at 1, so I will cut myself off. Rotary Foundation, Glenn talked about it. The biggest problem with the Rotary Foundation is Rotarians don't know what it does. And so we are going to spend all year educating. This isn't a educate now, this is educate throughout the year because the Rotary Foundation does so much good and a lot of Rotarians don't understand it. They know what they're doing locally, but they don't know what the Rotary Foundation has opportunities globally and locally. We're going to have member testimonials like Glenn just did. We're going to have guest speakers to talk about what Rotary is doing through the foundation across the world. And then we're going to, those that are members, which is everybody, you're going to have access to the resources and training from Rotary International. It's just a matter of sending you some links. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to utilize it with district grants, global grants, and disaster recovery grants. Those are things that we have participated in, and we're going to continue doing that. So we're out of time. We've got 3 minutes. So what I'm going to ask is maybe 1 or 2 questions. And obviously, everybody knows I'm fully accessible on the phone and via email. So do we have any questions before we try to end in 3 minutes? None. Easy group. Well, awesome. Well, that's what we're going to do this year as a Rotary Club. Let me flip back to this. I want to put the screen share back on so everybody knows what we're doing.
Alex?
Yes.
I think you probably need to clarify the Facebook page because there's 2 of them out there.
Oh, yeah.
One is active, one is not.
The one that has like the Rotary logo and the lots of likes and activity, do that one. The other one, I think there's maybe like 20 people a member of it. And so, yeah, unfortunately there is another one, but it's Plano West Rotary Club. The address, that specific address, use that one.
Okay.
Thank you for that question. So what I wanted to end this is 2 projects, 30 members, 100% Paul Harris. That's our goal for our year. And we are really close to being, we're actually at 50% Paul Harris now. So our foundation committee has a lot of work to do, but we have a lot of great ideas to get it done. So with that, what I want to do is turn this over to Lisa, if I could find my right buttons, so she can do our 4-way test.
No, that's me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was wondering. I can do it, but I always do it. So let's let Michelle do it.
Okay, so before we do that, I do want to say, next week, we have a very special guest. We have our district governor, John Mosier. He will be speaking about the state of the district. So please join that meeting. He was at our installation. So we want him to see that we're bigger. We have 26 members. We're a bigger club, and he's going to ask us a lot of questions on what we're going to do. Now you guys know what we're going to do. And as he talks about the Rotary District, I just want him to be proud of us because I think this club is awesome. So with that, I am going to turn it over to Lisa as I share the four-way test.
Okay, this is Michelle.
Oh, Michelle, I'm sorry.
No problem. Quick comment on one of the slides, not a question, but a comment. Glenn's the one that is really passionate about the adoption stuff. I mean, I am too, but I support him. So I just want to make that one comment. And so with that, I'd like to ask that everybody join in with me as we recite the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Rotary. Hey, thank you, everybody. It's a great week, and I look forward to seeing and talking to everybody throughout the week and next week as well. Bye.